Hello and welcome to ACJ News. This is Rohini and I'm going to be your host for the day. We are going to be talking about the Global Hunger Index report today, which was published on the 14th of October this year. The report has ranked India at 101st out of a list of 116 countries, compared to last year when India was at 94th out of 107 countries. To say that India has slipped by 7 ranks is slightly inaccurate, because the reality is that India has been ranked terribly low both these years. We've gone below our neighbors like Pakistan, which is at 92nd, and both Bangladesh and Nepal, which are at 76th. The publishers of the report have called the levels of hunger in India alarming. In a strong reaction to it, the Ministry of Child and Women Development have said that the GHI has lowered India's rank only on the basis of the proportion of the undernourishment population. This is, however, incorrect, because the GHI is calculated not just based on the undernourishment index, but 3 others such as child mortality, child wasting, and child stunting. To talk more about this, we have Sanskar Tiwari, who is a right to food activist. So Sanskar, what do you think are the current levels of malnutrition in India?
Yes, Rohini, we can't actually deny the fact that from the past 2 years, India has been really ranked low in this global hunger index, and this is mainly because of COVID being pandemic. But also, I want to point out this thing that from the very beginning, this global hunger index has been rolled out from 2006. India has been ranked really low from the beginning, and this is a serious concern because the countries which are ranked above India are actually having the lower per capita income and are not so much economically stable as India is. So yeah, this is a serious concern.
That really sounds alarming. So what do you think is the solution to this?
Rohini, solution to this is really complex because if we talk about with this Indian context, we have seen an irony in the sense that there has been a difference between the distribution of goods and the procurement of goods. If I explain this further, we have seen that in public distribution system and this public warehouses, government is procuring grains, but there is a gap, there is a lack in distribution of that. So by addressing this issue, I guess this concern can be solved.
So that sounds really complex, but what we understand from this is that there is enough food, but people are still not getting it. This is why the situation looks really, really grim. That'll be all from our end. Stay tuned for more updates.